Hey everybody, Economic Ninja. Panic buying for food has just begun, and it's actually starting to show up in the mainstream, or not in the mainstream media, the midstream media, let's say. And by the time it hits mainstream, it's going to be a little too late. Check this story out. This story comes out of lensmonarch.edu. It's entitled "Empty Shelves When Just-in-Time Systems Meet Just-in-Case People." This is important. People are experiencing deja vu as media reports of panic buying of jerry cans and petrol emerge in the wake of the war on Iran and surging fuel prices. This is happening all over the world right now. At such time, it's common for the media to look to us at Behavior Works to explain why people do this, right? They go on to talk about, what happened in COVID, right? But COVID was an interesting thing. See, COVID was almost a one-day event when the governments around the world issued you're all going into your houses by tomorrow kind of thing. Everybody raced out to go and buy stuff, right? It was almost a one-day event. Like, hey, the world's governments are uniting. This is a big deal. Everyone's getting shut down, getting sent home. Only essential workers can work. It was like a one-day clarion call. It was a panic. People like myself have been preparing, and that remind you, that happened like 5 months after COVID started in China. Okay, it came out of Wuhan. It's China. That happened in October of whatever it was, 2020. And there was like 5 months until the world's government say, okay, this is a big enough deal, we're doing this. Well, this is actually different right now. See, rational preparedness they're talking about meets fragile systems. When media commentary regarding the Strait of Hormuz suggests fuel could be 40% more expensive tomorrow, which we've already passed that point, it's gonna get worse, or unavailable at the pump, it's not unreasonable to act. In that context, buying a jerry can or two and filling up some extra fuel at today's prices is a rational economic choice. So people in Australia and all over the world that are seeing these surging prices, they're going and filling up their tanks, they're getting extra cans of fuel, they're doing things to prepare for this, right? Well, now that's about to switch over into food, okay? It says here, it's a hyper-efficient system that uses sophisticated demand for, they're talking about the way they see this. It says here, in practice, it only takes a small percentage of shoppers buying one extra item. It's the just-in-case crowd. People that are like, they can see something ahead and go, you know what? I'm going to pick up a little extra toilet paper. I'm going to pick up a couple extra canned goods, right? That's the just-in-case crowd. It says it doesn't take only more than a small percentage of these shoppers to wipe out the shelf stock intended for that day. And it only takes one person to snap a photo of empty shelves to hit the socials. Exactly, what kind of vivid, shocking images will go viral. So why am I making this video? Because there's going to be some kind of person that thinks they're so smart is going to go out there and go, I can't believe you're telling people to hoard. No, I'm not doing that. What I'm telling you is be there first. You see, right now you're watching this channel, and thank you to everybody that's been hitting the subscribe button and sharing these videos. I want you there first. You see, because everyone else, your family and friends that don't pay attention to what's really happening in the world, they're busy watching video games, soap operas, or, sporting events, and you're watching this video going, hey, yeah, around the world, people are starting to freak out, and they know that tomorrow's prices are about to inflate. Governments around the world know this is happening right now because the fuel prices and the immense logistical shutdowns that are happening because of the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. This is bigger than what happened with the Russia-Ukraine war. You know how the aftermath, the 3, 4, 5 month, 6 month aftermath of rising prices and shortages, right? This is bigger than that. So go and pick up a little extra right now. That's the message right now. This is a serious warning, a clarion call. And if I'm wrong, and if you're wrong, but you bought a little extra, guess what? You're not buying anything you don't use anyway. So you're good. That's practical common sense. And that's going to lead you in this inevitable market crash around the world to being able to crush it financially as well for you and your family. All right, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.